G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Dinkum on episode 359, if I'm not mistaken. Hope you guys are doing well. Now, in the previous episode we sort of had a bit of a mixed bag in terms of project work. We worked on both the Digo Temple project as well as the Northern Pathway project, and I would say that we're kind of done with the Northern Pathway project, but there's a little bit more to go with the ancient Digo Temple. So we're going to really focus this episode to try and get things done for the ancient temple, and hopefully all that's left to do with it is really just to enjoy it in future episodes. Let's do what we need to do here at the farm, obviously, and once everything's out of the way, we should be able to get the day started. Now it's not 8 o'clock yet, so we're gonna have to sort of check back with all the animals and make sure that they're all fed. But in the meantime, let's just figure out what to do with all of the crab pots and whatnot. And perhaps maybe check on our fertilizer as well. So, fertilizer's looking good, but can we actually make another couple of batches? Good question. The answer may be no. We actually don't really have a lot of ingredients at all. I don't know if scallop shells are going to be enough for one box. We could use alpha scales if we wanted to, but maybe I'll hang around a little bit and see if we can get some more rupees for the day, and maybe we'll come back to it a little bit later on in the day, or maybe even tonight. Let's get these traps set up. Actually, it is past 8 o'clock now, so let's get the Digos, or the doggos, fed. There you go, and I think our moos have eaten their quandongs, so that's good. And yeah, let's set up these traps. Right, looking good. So next thing is really just checking on the entire farm. Okay, looks like we've got tomatoes for harvest here. I'm not sure if that possibly means we've got a whole bunch more tomatoes over that side. Potentially we do. Did I pick up eggs this morning? Oh no, okay. These guys are not producing eggs because they haven't been fed for a while. Well, that is a problem. I wonder if we've got enough food over this side as well. Alright, we are actually running really low on food. Perhaps maybe it's time for us to go see Erwin about buying some more food. I mean, yes, I could make my own food since we, you know, produce corn and everything like that, but I don't know. I quite like the idea of just going to Erwin's place every now and then to buy animal feed. It's a good excuse to have a chat with Erwin, you know? Alright, so shouldn't have to think about the feed for the chooks, you know, for very, very many episodes. But I do want to get some more food in for the rest of our animals on this side, so looks like Cherry Road is also ready for harvest. Let's do our thing here. And I want to make a point of stopping for wattle flowers, because I feel like we are really low on wattle flowers recently, so definitely been focusing a lot more on bottle brush. I need to actually actively look out for them and do pit stops to try and pick up those wattle flowers. Alright, looking good. Any more tomatoes? Yes. Just on this side. And I suppose I should check on the watermelons as well, because I'm not entirely sure if the watermelons are ready for harvest. We only have like 5 more days, so hopefully we get a few more. Although if we do have watermelons in the ground already, and it's past the summer month, we will still be able to get, I think, one more batch of those watermelons, even towards the start of autumn, right? So, yeah, we shouldn't hastily put them out or take them out to make way for autumn veg. But yeah, I suppose, I mean, look, it's a nice mechanic to be able to sort of keep sort of harvesting some of the watermelons and the pumpkins, as they're kind of the same type of crop, if you will. But it does make planning for the first day of the season in terms of growing that much harder, right? Because you're having to accommodate losing one day because you're not going to get rid of, maybe not even losing one day, losing a few days to try and, you know, get a few more things out of the previous season. So if you're trying to maximize the current month, it actually can be a little bit tricky when you're growing watermelons or pumpkins. Alright. Things are looking good here. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here at the farm. So we should actually get the day started. So let's move on. And let's go to the workshop. Place everything down. We'll do a few things here and there, like placing a few things at John's. I do want to get a haircut, actually, so we'll go see Sally. And we did make a bit of dink a couple of episodes ago with our shady bean and onion dealings with good old Jimmy. So I do want to chuck $1 million dink into the bank. We do also need to see Milburn, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. 29 bush limes. Do we even have 29 bush limes? Yes, we do. Okay, but that's going to be all of the bush limes that we have. So that is concerning. We should actually try to look for more bush limes as well as those wattle flowers as much as possible. Alright, and we've got an extra key here. Very nice. We're at 26 keys now. That is pretty impressive. Alright, so let's go see Sally about that haircut. Okay, what can I do with your due today? A haircut or color change is 5,000 dink. Let's get a new hairstyle. And you know what? Since we are getting very close to the end of the playthrough, I figure we go back to this hairstyle. If I'm not mistaken, this is the hairstyle that we really started our playthrough on. And I feel like maybe it'd be appropriate to go back to our original hairstyle. Just a bit of an homage to our origins, our original style back when we first arrived here in Wuyan. But anyway, so that's done. Let's have a chat with Milburn. Welcome to the Wuyan Bank. What do you need? Show me my account, mate. Let me drop another $1 million in there. And you know what? Let's also have a bit of a chat about your request. Wow, you really got the shipment ready for me? I sure did. Here's your 29 bush limes. Thanks a lot, Blue. You've really saved me. I didn't think I would get that shipment filled. Here's your 11,000 dink. Nice. Good-o, good-o. Anything we need to drop at John's? It doesn't seem like it, actually. But I can drop some money in our very tame gambling machine over here. Alright. You know what? I've sort of been thinking about this, but since we sort of have everything that we really need, is it even worth using the gacha machine these days? I feel like we could get away with not using it at all. Yeah, okay, he's closed on Mondays apparently. Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna have to come back for the animal feed in that case. So, yeah. Let's check the board here. Firstly, let's have a look at the calendar. Okay, still a few days before it's Sheila's birthday, so that's fine. Bulletins and tasks. Another shipping request from Milburn. More limes. But this time he wants us to cook them first. 24 cooked bush limes. Okay. I've accepted that, but you know what? It might be a bit of a problem to get there, because we don't actually have a single bush lime right now, so yeah, we're gonna have to do a bit of work trying to find those bush limes. We'll keep the coffees for now, because we might have a need for coffee today. I do want to get some wattle brew, or sorry, wattle teas going, so that we can make the wattle brews. Okay, so just preparing for what we need to get done today, and the idea is really to place maybe a couple of lanterns here in some of the islands towards the north of the actual temple. So yeah, we'll try and head out there. Another thing that needs to be done is for us to sort of fix up the cliff sides of these islands to actually make the cliffs a little bit bigger and a little bit nicer. We may also need to replant trees and replant grass. Now, we don't actually have a lot of fir grass seeds, so maybe before we even go there, we're going to need to try and source some grass seeds from somewhere. And one more thing about that area is we probably need to also spawn in a few rock formations just to make the place look a little bit more natural looking. Because as it stands right now, it's literally just trees and grass. So anyway, that's the plan. Hopefully we can get there. Do we need the diving helmet with us? Questionable. I don't think so. But look, worst case scenario, we can always just go back and grab the diving helmet and then work our way back once more. It'll be inefficient, but you know what? That's okay, because I have a feeling we probably don't need it. I don't think we need to really dive into the water. Okay. I don't suppose we're going to be getting eggs today, but perhaps maybe tomorrow we might start seeing more eggs. Alright, so I'm here because, hey, I know you like playing near the river, but that is not allowed. So come over this side, and mate, you can play around here, okay? Alright. The reason why we're here is because, well, one, I do need the scythe, because we're going to try and cut down some grass and see if we can get the grass seeds. But secondly, we also need the jet ski, as I think that's going to be the easiest way for us to complete the project work. And yeah, we can just maybe use the teleporter here. That might speed up the process for us even more. Plenty of crocs around. Okay, and as I said, I think we should actively be seeking out some of these yellow wattleflower trees, yellow wattleflower bushes. Because we need to bank up some of the wattleflowers. Okay, good times. Bottle brush, wattleflowers. We'll take all of that. We're in danger. Okay, I shall defend the Diggo population here. Alright. Good times. Yes, and before we place the jet ski back down, I think maybe we'll just hang glide our way through this area and see if we can get as much grass as we can, or grass seeds, that is. Okay, good. Let's do the same on the top here. Okay, good. Let's fly over this way. Try not to wake up any of those bush devils if we can. I'm not really sure how many grass seeds we should be bringing with us for our project, but I figure having more is probably going to be better than having less, even if we're seeming to be going a little bit overkill on this. Let's see. Got 78. Is that enough? You know what? I think that's probably going to be enough for now. Got a few more random ones there. So, yeah, even more. Okay, so I think it's time for us to head out to the project site. And let's see if we can actually get this project done and dusted once and for all. Because I feel like we've been doing this project for quite a few days already, between all of the, you know, just the deciding of where it's going to be, you know, surveying, and then actually playing around with the soil, playing around with the pathways and the statue itself, and eventually placing down all of the lanterns, both on the site, the island, and away from the island as well. It's, I don't know, feels like a pretty big undertaking, but I reckon it's going to end up being kind of a nice and you know, quite a unique thing that we've achieved. Just looking at how many lanterns we've got remaining, so we're really only limited to 3 more lanterns to use, so we can't really go overkill. We've done a few lanterns dotted about in these locations. We can actually see the mossy brick path tiles that were used, so we can actually identify where the lanterns are. We seem to have gone a little bit heavy on the lantern presence over this side. So come to think of it, perhaps maybe we do want to move a couple of the lanterns. Maybe we can get rid of one from there and one from there and maybe move it up a little bit more. But anyway, let's focus on getting ourselves to these two locations. I think that will be a good start. We'll focus on the lanterns first. Oh yes, and then there's the random pillar of sand that has appeared out of nowhere here, so I sort of want to fix this. Maybe having a lantern out here might not be so bad. I don't know. Let's think about it a little bit later. Actually, yeah, we're actually very close to other lanterns already around here. So I think we... Oh yes, we can even see them right there. So, yeah, we are very close to other lanterns here. I don't know. This just seems really odd. If anything, I just want to get rid of the sand pillar, but let's go there. And let's get the job done there first. So, one lantern going down right here. And yeah, I suppose this island doesn't exactly need lanterns because there are lantern pathways sort of going around it nearby. Yeah, so probably can leave that island alone. If anything, as I said, I probably want to get rid of some of these lanterns and move them to different locations. So let's actually do that. And in the process, I think I will do something about this problematic pillar of sand here. Yeah, looks kind of weird, but still maybe less jarring than what we had before. So that's a good start. So yeah, let's go here. I'm gonna see if I can decide on a better location for some of these lanterns. I want a little bit more coffee right now. So the one that I'm going to leave behind is this one, where the tiny small island is between all of these island formations. But yeah, now we're going to have to sort of think about where to have more lanterns. So we have one there, there. Maybe one over there, and maybe even that island over there. So yeah, let's get to it. And yeah, this tile looks a little bit weird to me, so I'm just gonna quickly fix that up. Okay, that looks much better. Where do we want the lantern though? Maybe just right here. Okay, good. And I think I also said that we wanted one maybe around here somewhere. So we have these, that. Yeah, maybe even that corner there, or maybe even the smaller island. Anyway, let's just make our way to begin with. Maybe this island here. Okay, good. So yeah, if it's located there, then perhaps maybe we don't need a lantern in the big island, but perhaps maybe the small one over here. What is going on there? We'll check that out in a moment. Oh, well, it is another strange-looking pillar of soil. Which, yep. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, let's do something about this. Actually, you know what? If I convert this to sand first, that might actually look a little bit better. Okay, again, good start. At the very least, it doesn't look so jarring. Alright, so we've got a lantern there, one there, one there, one there, another one right there. I think maybe we can just go with that one there. So, working our way towards the north. I think this will be literally the last one, because, well, we only have one more stone lantern. So, yep. I think I'm happy with that. And so, again, sounding a little bit like a broken record here, but I reckon it's gonna look really nice. You know, it's kind of going to be several of these points of intrigue, if you will, while you're out here in the ocean. And you might sort of think, oh, that's sort of odd, why are there lanterns? Well, why is there a single lantern out here in the middle of nowhere? And then suddenly you find another one, and you keep going, and suddenly you find a whole array of lanterns out here leading you to this beautiful place. And I reckon the lore behind this is that the ancient Wuyanians, the ancient people of Wuyan, may have worshipped Digos due to their very friendly and adorable nature. But that's the idea anyway, going through my mind. Alright, so there is now the matter of the island proper, and we've got to fix a few things out here. First things first is let's just cover up the hole of death here. And yeah, we'll continue shaping the cliffside here to a shape that we're comfortable with. You know, I feel like we got into the replanting of trees maybe a little bit too early. And I reckon we could have held off on that till we were a little bit more comfortable with the shape of this place. Alright, how are we feeling about the height? Yeah, I think it looks fine. I mean, the idea is for the temple to sort of be sandwiched between two cliff sides, and that way, you know, making this place a little bit more tucked away, so to speak. I think it's time to get some grass down and see if we can decorate this place a little bit more. Do we have enough grass? I reckon we do. Just trying to plant like a single bit of grass on this tile. Oh man, that was really tough to do. Alright, so I think that's enough. Let's go around this side. Are we happy with the shape of everything here? I think we are. Just put a few more bits and pieces down, especially this grass. And I don't know, I feel like maybe we can get one more tree here. And speaking of trees, forgot about putting trees in on this side. Let's get a tree there, and I reckon one more down here. Righto. Now, brought our stone wand with us, which means we should be able to put in a few stone formations. I just don't want to go overboard on the stones, because I feel like putting too many stones may actually make the place look a little bit weird. And definitely a little bit more unnatural. God, alright. How am I gonna put a stone on that corner over there? Is there a way to do that? Or am I gonna have to print some soil? Maybe if I do that. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Place that back down. Put more grass there. Good-o. Little bit more stone. That looks all right. Okay. So when you have a formation of stones where, you know, it's connected between two tiles, the base of it sort of becomes a little bit wider, and it actually makes it look a little bit weird if it's next to a cliff side. I don't know how to explain it. very well in words, but it feels like some part of the stone is sort of hanging off the cliff, if that makes sense. Alright, cool. Do we want stones down below? Maybe. That doesn't look too bad. Let's have some coffee here. We are feeling a little bit tired. Okay, that kind of looks nice. You know what? One thing that I haven't really experimented on is whether or not we can put stones on pathways. We can. Ah, interesting. Do I want to do more of that? No. Doesn't actually look very good. Okay, I think I'll leave the actual mossy brick paths alone. Won't worry about putting stones on it. We'll put stones up here. Okay, how are we feeling here? I think I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. Maybe just cut down a little bit of the stone there, and perhaps we might be done. With 20 fir grass seeds to spare, do we want to put more grass seeds down? Okay. I think this is it. The Digo Temple. A ancient place of worship. Alright, I think I'm going to be calling it an episode here, guys. Now, I'm just making my way back once more, admiring the work that we've done in this place. Not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but I reckon this place looks really, really nice. So, I'm kind of proud of my my own work here. Yeah, as I said in previous episodes, perhaps another idea could be for us to make like a twin temple somewhere up in the northeast, instead of sort of doing anything else. Oh god, Alpha Bush Devil. Do we need to turn in that task? Ah, yes, we do. We still have a day to do that though. I'm not entirely sure if Rain would still be at home, or sorry, will still be out and about in the town, or whether or not she would have already gone home. I think it's probably going to be the latter, but sometimes we run into people unexpectedly at night, so maybe it's worth checking to see if they're there. But yeah, anyway, let's head back home and let's call it a night. Now, while we're doing this, I just wanted to talk about what's going to happen next. Well, you know, in terms of project work, this was the last one that I had initially on my final projects list. And we sort of managed to complete a lot of it relatively quickly. I think I've been going pretty hard on trying to get some of these projects done. But, you know, I've still been receiving a few ideas from people about what we could get up to, and I may have mentioned this in the previous episode, but one of the ideas that intrigued me was a sort of idea where we play around with setting up some kind of a pool in the shape of a giant foot. So, yeah, I mean, that could be a good idea. I sort of want to put a bit of an Australian twist to it, because there's a few things in some Australian towns that are known for being, you know, sort of places of interest, so to speak, and they're generally gigantic things. I'll talk about it a little bit more when we actually get to doing the project. Oh, good day, Blue. I completed your quest, Rain. Thank you for taking care of the alpha bush devil. Those alpha creatures are really dangerous and can cause a lot of havoc. Here, take 33,000 as promised. Thanks for keeping Wuyan safe for everyone, Blue. Nice. Bit more cash to end the day. I don't really think we need to put things away just yet. Maybe since we're near John's place, we can just place down the stone wand. But I reckon we can get a move on and go back home. Erwin seems to be hanging out with the crocs. I mean, you know, he's inspired from the from Steve Irwin, right? So, and he wrestles crocs and stuff like that. So you would imagine that he would be able to take on a lot of these crocs single-handedly. Alright, here we are, back home, safe and sound. Not a bad day, and I'm really happy that the Ancient Digo Temple project is finally done. And now we just need to sit back and enjoy it, really. But obviously we're not going to sit back. We still have a lot of stuff to do before the end of the series. So we'll keep pushing hard and trying to get everything done before episode 365. Alright guys, well, I am signing out for now. Hope you enjoyed this episode. As usual, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.